Okay, y'all, how you doing? Yeah? Who remembers or was there for the first Earth Day? Come on, all right. Who remembers the civil rights movement or the March on Washington? Right? Okay. How about the first gay and lesbian, because that's all we were then, pride parades? Who remembers the anti-war peace movements? Y'all are old. Who remembers the AIM, the American Indian movement? Mm-hmm. Who remembers the farm workers movement when we boycotted grapes? That's right, Dolores Huerta. Who remembers the women's movement when some of us burned our bras? Okay. When was this? What were those years? 60s, 70s, anti-apartheid, that's exactly right. A lot of social upheaval, a lot of hope and dreams then. Do you remember? I remember I was in the first queer pride, we didn't have that language, gay and lesbian pride parade in San Francisco, in Long Beach, and even in Mexico City. So it seemed at the time that so much was possible. Do you remember? And who remembers, ain't no sunshine when she's gone. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. Who remembers, love, love me do, you know I love you, okay? I feel the earth move. There we go. Oh, they're going to take it over there, okay. Who remembers stop in the neck? Come on. Before. Take it all over. Okay, let's stop that right here. For many of us, all that happened in our first act. When we were teens and early 20s, so much seemed possible. And so we started, Bill McKibben and Vanessa Arcara came up to me one day, well, they didn't come up, it was during the pandemic, they got on Zoom and said, we've created this idea of a third act, which is an organization that is organizing people over 60. And our major focuses are democracy and climate, and all the things in between. And we're wanting to do this differently, so that it isn't just as this kind of, we want to do it with kindness and music and art and community and healing. We want to create social transformation, because so many of us over 60, even though we may have been in the work all along, may not know quite how to engage now. And for some of us who, in our second acts, did work and family and all the things that would take us away from social activism, now need a place to re-engage. So we said, well, let's create that. Let's create that. And so we started about a year and a half ago, not quite. We went from 0 to 50,000 members all over the country. And I get to come up here and be all that on stage, but what actually is happening is the staff is amazing. They're managing all of this. And many of them are millennials and younger. Because we have to do this work cross generations. We have to do this work cross generations. Boomers, of which I am one, we are the first generation to have done everything. We were the first one to go through puberty. We're the first we were the first generation to ever have children or go through menopause. It was ours, right? we're probably going to be the very first generation to die. And because we think we know all of this stuff, we actually don't know how to be good elders. And we're going to need to know how to be good elders, so we have to be in conversation with the next generations who can teach us how to step into the work differently, beside the next generations, not in front. So we're still needed. We're needed in new ways, and I want to invite folks to join us. If you are in over 60, please come. If you're in your second act, invite your parents. If you're in your first act, invite the grandparents, right? Because our time is now. We're needed because we want to be good elders. Thank you.